land for almost nothing, and now we have a brand new building that we moved in 2 years ago. It's custom designed for what we do, and it's working really well. So now Shirtmasters has about 15 people. Revenue is in the millions, and every time we've moved or taken any major step, it seemed really risky at the time, but it's paid off huge. I'm very conservative, so I like to take the risk out of any decisions wherever I can. I did that by not borrowing a lot of money, by researching my decisions very thoroughly, and by being patient for just the right situation. So other people could have built Shirtmasters a lot faster than I did, but nobody could have done it safer than I did. In the last couple of years, by design, I've kind of worked my way out of a job. All the operations now of Shirtmasters are delegated to other people. I only get involved with jobs that are either involve bartering or are really big or are really screwed up. Otherwise, everything's taken care of and I'm free to come and go. And the business itself is a cash cow, so I have a lot of options. And right now I'm acting on a dream to build a family entertainment center, something I've wanted to do for a long, long time because I think our area needs that. But it has taken a lot. I needed capital and time to make this happen, and so now I'm finally in a position to do this. So this is actually in 2 weeks. This is what we're. I do have a partner on this, but we're breaking ground on Chucksters in a couple weeks. This is going to be. We'll have on phase one. We're going to have miniature golf, batting cages, ice cream, and a restaurant. And we spent a lot of time this afternoon with some of you talking about the business plan for this, and I'd love to talk to anybody afterwards that wants to look at the business plan. But I'm really excited about this. It's going to be a fun business. It's been a long process to get all our approvals and get everything in place. But 2 weeks from now, we're going to break ground and hopefully open by Memorial Day weekend. And I have huge expectations for this. That this is going to be very successful and be a lot of fun. I'll show you real quick. This is the site plan for the business, but again, I'll have the miniature golf, the batting cages. We're going to have just the ambiance of the restaurant will be a takeout place where they can sit kind of in a nice eating plaza at nice picnic tables and umbrellas overlooking the waterfall and the golf course and the other attractions. We're going to have a huge sandbox for kids to play in. We're going to have a kind of a petting zoo with some animals for the kids to see. So I think it'll be a real attractive place for families, and our area is made up almost exclusively of families with kids. I think it'll be a great place for them to come and enjoy some time. This is a design of the miniature golf course that we came up with, and this was a fun process to come up with this. But we created a course, I think, by design that any of you guys could have a serious competition, competing against each other, and it'd be fun, it'd be challenging, it'd be a legit round of golf, but it also we think will appeal to kids. It's not so challenging that kids are going to be frustrated. But there's a lot of neat holes in here that have never ever been done before, and kind of the centerpiece of the whole thing is we're building literally the world's longest miniature golf hole. You see the long skinny one kind of at the top left. The longest hole in the world right now is 189 feet long, and ours is going to be 201 feet, and we're going to get a lot of publicity with that and promote that for all we can. So once this is up and running, this is actually walking distance from Shirtmasters, so it's going to be really easy for me to oversee both businesses. But I have a lot of options at this point. I can run both businesses. We also have 3 more acres of land on this property that we plan to keep adding attractions and build a bigger business out of Chucksters. So at this point, I don't know if I'm going to cash in on one business or the other and start a third, or just keep owning 2 and keep adding to it. But I do have some options, and kind of looking forward to what God has planned for me. Now I'm drawn to low-tech businesses, as you can see, partly because I'm not that smart and I don't understand a lot of things. Randy and I drove here today. He's an engineer for Lockheed Martin, and he, for an hour, explained what he does, and I still don't know. But I'm really intimidated by the pace of change in technology, and new products can potentially make people obsolete or make the products obsolete overnight, and I'm just scared by that. And the need to be constantly adapting and learning needs to happen, but basically I'm too lazy to do that. So between T-shirts and miniature golf, and I have business 3 and 4 and 5 in my head, but they're all things that are relatively low tech. Now I've got a list of 12 things that I've learned from my experiences. I'm going to assume that everybody here is reading their textbooks and paying attention in class, so I'm going to try to say things that, that's obviously great stuff, and you need to learn that stuff. I'm going to try to say things that are not in there, just things that I've learned doing my thing. Now most of these things are going to apply mostly to students that are interested in working for or owning their own small business, but these things are all generic enough that they'll apply no matter what you do. So here goes. Number one, you need to make sure that your business has a USP or a unique selling proposition or a big idea, which is basically a good answer to the question, why should I buy from you? First of all, you need to get in a position to have one, and second, you need to be able to articulate that quickly and clearly to people so that they understand why they should buy from you. Shirtmaster's example, I've always pounded, our slogan has always been custom sportswear, easier, faster, better, cheaper. Why should I buy from you? Easier, faster, better, cheaper. And we just kept hammering that in all of our advertising, radio ads, print ads, easier, faster, better, cheaper. The reality is, between us, that if you're a potential customer of Shirtmasters, you can pick one of those 4, but not all 4. But we try to come across as being all 4 of those, and when we have a potential new customer, we try to zero in on what really their motivation is, and we can adapt to be any one of those 4. But that's what we've used all along. One of the things that I've realized fairly recently is to try to build, and that's part of my strategy for the last couple of years, is to build a business that has value apart from myself. It's not about how much can I make this week or this month or this year, but how much can this business be worth in the future? Now, if you're really good at something, whether you're an accountant or a plumber or a graphic designer or an architect, you can make be self-employed and do that and make some good money. But if it's just you, if you're a one-man show, you are the business. If you stop working, your income stops also. So I'm going to propose that it's a good goal to try to grow beyond that and add people, add people and services so that the business has a life of its own and has value apart from you. And in the future, you can, whether you hold on to that business and leverage the efforts of all those people and make more money, or transfer it to someone else, your involvement is not necessary. So the business will be worth a lot more. But basically, you'll have a lot more options if you can grow to that point. Now, this is hard to do, to go beyond the one-man show thing. But the first step is to lose the mentality of, only I can do this. A lot of people think that are very good at whatever their skill is, think, only I can do this well. I'm successful because I'm good at this. But you've got to lose that mentality and surround yourself with experts, and then focus on keeping them happy and motivated. And how to do that is a trick as well. I found that each employee has a unique management style that's going to bring out their best. You need to figure out what that is and use it. Some employees are going to need a boss that really pushes them and lights a fire under them and pushes them that way. Others need to just kind of know what the objectives are and then be left alone. And some employees can be buddy-buddy with the boss. Others need to really keep some distance and keep that boss-employee relationship. Need to create a fun and challenging work environment, and employees need to look forward to coming to work. And at Shirtmasters, we almost never lose anybody because it's a team or a family environment. People love working there, and we have so many applicants that can tell that we have that atmosphere just from being either customers or having been in the building. They can tell that everybody loves working there. And I think it's important to have periodic meetings one-on-one with each employee where they can, it's not just a performance review, but that they can feel free to speak their mind and just tell me what's going to make them motivated. What do they want out of their job? What are they thinking? And try to meet their needs as well. Now, employees are motivated by simple things. Now, you got to put some thought into this. Here's an example. The back shop at Shirtmasters in the summer gets very, very hot. It's hot anyway in the building, and these guys are printing next to 900-degree shirt ovens, and it gets very, very hot and uncomfortable. So when it's like that, I'll go out and I'll bring back a big carton of iced tea for everybody and hand them out one at a time to every employee and just say, hey, thanks for busting it out today.